Hello everyone, this is Ravikant Ranjan. Today we are going to learn Manich reaction, and in the Manich reaction this is basically a multi-component condensation reaction, and in which amine plus formaldehyde, these two components are very much fixed component, and plus active methylene containing carbonyl compound. Containing carbonyl compound. So these three components are being used in Manich reaction, in which the amines and formaldehydes are a fixed component, and in case of third active methylene containing compound, it is very much a variable one. Instead of this we can also use pyrrole or a furan or 2-methyl pyridine, such that, and it can also provide Manich reaction. So initially amine and formaldehyde react together. Amine and formaldehyde react together in acidic condition basically, and they provide us iminium salt. Iminium salt, basically we are preparing an electrophile. Iminium salt act as a electrophile, E plus, and then later on the compound which is having active methylene group, active methylene containing compound, carbonyl compound group, now will act as nucleophile. So, and in the third step, the electrophile and nucleophile then will react together to give us a Manich base. So basically amine plus formaldehyde and plus active methylene containing carbonyl compound, in presence of acidic condition, they provide us Manich base. So let us take one example and we can see that how the Manich base is going to prepared. So we are having now we are having active methylene compound, because these two alpha positions are active because of this carbonyl group which is acting as a electron withdrawing group. So this hydrogen and this hydrogen both are acidic in nature. Now this is our formaldehyde and this is our base, amine basically. So if the setup is like this, we need to think about the Manich, and the condition is acidic. So now let us see the mechanism. So in the first step, it is amine. In the first step, amine will react with the formaldehyde to give us iminium salt. So this is our formaldehyde in presence of H plus. The oxygen will get protonated, and then our base basically amine, secondary amine we have taken, containing nitrogen containing lone pair will attack at the carbonyl carbon, which is electrophilic in nature, and since the nitrogen having lone pair, this will act as a nucleophile. uh, Due to the resonance, this positive charge gets stabilized. Since nitrogen used its lone pair of electron to attack at this carbon, therefore now nitrogen will carry positive charge. Now since the system has used H plus, this is the time to remove H plus. So in order to stabilize this nitrogen positive charge, the H plus will get removed. And nitrogen will regain its lone pair. Now the removed H plus will be taken by oxygen's lone pair. Oxygen's lone pair. Now uh, as soon as the oxygen's lone pair accept the H plus ion, it become water molecule, and as a leaving group, because the oxygen carrying positive charge, so water molecule can be eliminated, and we need a force, so the lone pair of nitrogen will give them a force to eliminate the water molecule. So again, since the nitrogen has used its electron, therefore positive charge. So this is how we have prepared iminium salt. Iminium salt, this is also called as Scan-Moser salt. Now this iminium salt is acting like an electrophile, because we can write the resonance structure of it like this. So this carbon is electrophilic in nature. Therefore, at this carbon, any nucleophile can attack and can make a bond. So the first step, that amine, when react with the formaldehyde in presence of acidic condition, the iminium salt will form, which is act as a electrophile. So now we have formed here. Let me repeat once again. The formaldehyde, when it react with in presence of acidic condition, oxygen gets protonated, and then we have a amine in which the nitrogen containing electron lone pair, that lone pair will attack at this carbon, because this carbon is electrophilic in nature. So the new bond will form in order to stabilize this positive charge. And then since the system has used H plus, this is the time to remove H plus. So in order to stabilize nitrogen's positive charge, H plus will get eliminated, and then oxygen have a lone pair, so oxygen lone pair will accept that hydrogen, basically H plus, to become a leaving group as a water molecule. So in order to remove that water molecule, we need a force. The force will be provided by the nitrogen's lone pair, so we are going to get iminium salt. So this iminium salt, it can be written like this, which is in the resonance structure, so that this carbon is containing positive charge, so this is acting as a electrophile. Now in the second step, this is basically a first step of the mechanism. Now in the second step we are having cyclohexanone, in which at this alpha position and at this alpha position both the hydrogens are acidic in nature, therefore it is active methylene containing carbonyl compound. So it, in the presence of H plus, it will get enolization takes place because it is in the keto form. Now it can get enolized. It can get enolized like this. So now we have formed enol form. This is keto form. Now enol form is acting as a nucleophile. Now this nucleophile will attack onto the formed iminium salt, which is this. So it will come like this, and then it will attack at this carbon, because this carbon is electrophilic in nature, just we have seen. And when it attack at this carbon in the resonance process, this nitrogen positive charge gets neutralized. So we are going to get the new carbon carbon bond now has been formed. Now has been formed. So this is the new carbon carbon bond has been formed, and this is the final product that we have got, which is our managed base. Okay, so this is how the mechanism goes. So now we can write over here our product is this is our final product, which is our managed base. Now in order to understand, let us take one more example. Now let us take substituted carbonyl compound at alpha position. So now I am taking 2-methyl cyclohexanone. Now this, in this case, this is a substituted one in presence of formaldehyde and our secondary amine. So what would be the product? What would be the basically the major product? So first step will be the same, formation of iminium ion. Formation of iminium ion. So these two will come together. In presence of H plus, this will provide us. I am not going through the all mechanisms, I am writing directly. So this is how we are going to get iminium ion. Now since in the second step there has to form a enol, now the molecule is not symmetrical one, so we are going to get two kind of enol. Two kind of enol. Sorry. plus enolization can take place from this place also and from this place also, because both the hydrogens are acidic. Now which one will give us a major product? Now we can see this enol is highly substituted one. This enol is highly substituted one which provide us thermodynamically controlled product, and this enol is less substituted one, so this will provide us kinetically controlled product. Therefore, when this enol will react with our iminium salt, like will give us this product, which is will be the major product. Okay, now since it is kinetically controlled one, it will only give us minor product. Okay, so the reason is this enol is highly substituted one, so that will be a thermodynamically controlled one. This enol is less substituted one, that will be a kinetically controlled one. So therefore thermodynamically controlled one will provide us a major product, and kinetically controlled one will provide us a minor one. So if there is a unsymmetrical active methylene containing carbonyl group is there, then we have to see which side is more substituted one in case of enol, and in case of basically enolate. If the temperature is given, then we need to see if the condition, if the temperature is higher like a 100 degrees Celsius or above 25 degrees Celsius is there, then we need to see thermodynamically controlled one. If the temperature is given below 25 degree or for say less than 0 degrees Celsius, then the product always be a kinetically controlled product, and that will be a major one. So this is all about the Mannich reaction, but I have initially told you that we do not use oftenly active methylene containing compounds. That's why it is a variable one. These two are very much fixed, but this component is variable one. So instead of this, we can also use 2-methylpyridine or pyrrole or furan. So in that case, for example, if I am using pyrrole in presence of formaldehyde, this will provide us, see now in this reactant there is no active methylene group present. So now we need to see at what position the nucleophilic position is there. So in this pyrrole, second and fifth position is most nucleophilic in nature, since and therefore this nucleophilic position will act as a like earlier we do in enol form alpha position. So this will give us this as a major product. I'll tell you how. See, I am directly writing it. I'm not forming iminium salt because we know that how to form iminium salt. Now since we have this pyrrole molecule, nitrogen containing lone pair, this will go undergo conjugation. So because of such type of a conjugation, now this can attack like this and this will go up to neutralize positive charge. So due to the resonance, this will be looking like this. Okay. Now in order to stabilize this positive charge, the hydrogen from this position will come inside and this will stabilize the positive charge. So this is how it can be done when, if there is no carbonyl group or molecule is present, then we need to see in the third component, which is variable one, at what position there is a nucleophilic group or nucleophilic kind of a system is there. So at that position only it will attack at this carbon. So this is all about the Mannich reaction. I hope you must have understood this. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.